almost going to win the starting job over B.J. Goodson. It was B.J. and Kendall was kind of making a move to take that job, and he got hurt. And you remember, you're talking about a guy that's starting for the Giants right now, I think. Really good player. And so, I'm not surprised where he is. And I mean, he had a great year for us last year. But I'm proud of Kendall because, he didn't really, he just had to kind of go play. He kind of let Ben handle all the stuff. Ben was just going to enforce everything every day. It's a little different role for Kendall this year, and he knows that, and we need that from him, and he's done a great job. He's had an awesome summer, and the guys have such a great respect for him. He's a little like Deshaun in that regard, in that he has this, Deshaun wasn't an in-your-face guy, but you respected him so much, you just kind of fall in line, and that's kind of how Kendall is. Those guys, they have a tremendous amount of respect, and then he's so versatile now. He can play Mike or Will, not a problem at all. Understands everything we're doing up front, and really, truly, has a great relationship with Brent, and understands what he wants, and how to get it done. So, anytime you got guys like that can make your job easier as a coach, that's an awesome thing, because that really frees Brent up. I think Brent can have a real peace of mind with what he's got at that linebacker position, because he knows he's got a guy like Kendall to kind of help him navigate it.
Is this Deion King's time to shine now?
Well, I think it's time where the light can maybe be brighter, but I think he's been shining, since he got here. From day one, he has shined. He obviously didn't finish his freshman year the right way. But, he had some big moments. He went down there his freshman year, that touchdown catch he had in Columbia, South Carolina. He had some big plays as a freshman. And we made it to the national championship game that year with no Mike Williams. We got Sharon playing a different position. We got Deion, who stepped up big for us. And he wasn't a very focused Deion. He was just, hey, I'm in college. I'm happy to be here. And, not a very focused football player. Whereas now he's very focused. In fact, a team meeting yesterday, and he was begging Coach McCorvey to quit turning the lights off in the indoor so early. He wants them on at least till 11 o'clock at night, because he's just got more work to get done. So that's where he's at right now, and that's pretty cool. So, and I think some of that is fueled, yes, by guys are gone. And you just have this sense of urgency of, okay, it's my time to lead. It's my time to really take on an even bigger role. But he had a huge role last year, all season long, had some huge moments, and was really a big spark in the national championship game. He had 3 or 4 really critical plays in that game to keep drives going, and then obviously had the long run to set up a score for us. So, I think he's just built on it from where he finished off last year.
I don't think we mentioned Ray Ray's name at all today, but he had a great spring, didn't he?
He did. Ray Ray's same thing. Ray he's one of the most talented guys we got on our roster. He is just a gifted football player. And he's tough. We don't have a tougher kid than Ray Ray. Tough, fast, he's strong. Pound for pound, he is a strong kid. But he was just a very immature guy coming in here, not in a bad way, but just not a real understanding of what it was going to take to be a great player at Clemson at this level. And, so he's had to kind of go through some maturity, go through a few growing pains, but he's had some big moments as well. The biggest thing with him is he had to battle through a couple injuries, which set him back. And then just consistency. He's done some good things at receiver. We really want him. He could be the best punt returner in the country if he could, work with the focus that it takes to, because he's got the ball skills. That's not a problem. It's just a matter of really putting in the work and having the mindset the way he needs to be. And I saw that from him this spring. I saw an edge to him this spring that I had not seen. And, so there's a big sense of urgency. And then he's competing. I mean, listen, it's the same thing with Deion. Deion understands. Deion's been where Overton is. He's been where, T. Higgins, and he's like, hey, I mean, these are good players. It's the same thing with Ray. He knows that Cornell Powell's standing there. It is a very competitive situation. All those guys want to position themselves in the best spot that they can for having a great year. And Ray, I think, will have a great year. Right now he's coming off a little kind of a similar injury that Renfro had. We had to put a little screw in his, I guess somewhere right near in his little wrist area. Same thing that Renfro had. So he'll be able to practice, but he might be a little limited the first week. But we'll get him rolling, and it should be fine.
Tucker Israel tweeted out last week he had some kind of procedure. Is that
Yeah, he's had a rough summer. The best way I can say it. He's had a good spring. Had a really good spring game. He's one of those guys that knows how to play the game. He understands the game. He's smart. He's got good instincts for the game. But he's got some kind of issue going on with his stomach. It's the best way I can describe it, and that he throws up a lot, and he just has some. So they've done a lot of tests on him. I think they did a colonoscopy and a endo something, and I think they came back good, which is real positive for him. But he's just had a lot going on, and it's just affected him. He's lost a lot of weight. So right now he's just trying to fight back and get healthy. That's really all there is to say. I mean, he's not done anything wrong. He's a great kid. He's not defiant or anything like that. He's just got some things he's dealing with, and hopefully we can figure it out and get him back where he needs to be in a good healthy spot, because he's a valuable member of our team.